Hey guys, welcome back to Burst Review. Now, a few weeks ago, I had the company ThruNite send me their TC20 for review, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm not a flashlight guy, right? For me, I'm basically a educated layman. So personally, when it comes to flashlights, there are really only three aspects I care about, which is brightness, durability, and longevity. But none of these aspects or individual aspects is more important than the other. For instance, if I had a flashlight that had a 25,000 lumen output and it was a pen light, but it only ran for 3 seconds, it's effectively useless. So I was actually excited about the TC20 because it seemed to have a lot of good features at a balance. So it has decent longevity. I've dropped it a few times on accident, to be honest, and thus far had no issues with it. And it has 4 different brightness settings: a Firefly, a medium, high, and a turbo mode, with the dimmest of these, the Firefly mode, at a mere half lumen, and the brightest, see if I can get it up there, at 3,800 lumens. It's pretty bright. Now, another thing that was pretty interesting about this, before I get into it, is that I never found that the flashlight got too hot to handle. And with some of the high output flashlights, I find that's a huge issue, where the heat, as you run them on the turbo setting or whatever their highest setting happens to be, becomes very uncomfortable to hold by hand. And I don't mean just in these winter conditions, because I'm sure you guys can see my breath. It's about 30 degrees and raining, so it's super pleasant out right now. But even in the summer and whatnot, when it was 60, 70 degrees, it's never got too warm to handle, even when it ran for 30, 40 seconds, or even a couple minutes on the high setting. I ended up really liking some of the other settings as well, but let's get into all the features on the flashlight before I go into my final verdict. All right, so here are the stats. It's the ThruNite TC20. It runs on a single 500 milliamp 26650 battery. Comes with a lanyard, nylon pouch, a micro USB charging cable, 2 spare O-rings, a spare rubber button, a spare rubber cover for the charge port, a split ring, and a manual with the paperwork. The turbo setting is 3,800 lumens at 130 minutes of runtime. The high setting is 1,800 lumens at 145 minutes of runtime. The medium setting is at 320 lumens at 10.2 hours. Low at 38 lumens with 46-hour runtime. And the Firefly setting at half a lumen runs for 37 days. That's not a typo. Oh, and additionally, the strobe setting is 2,280 lumens for 180 minutes. The strobe setting is accessed by double tapping the power button twice, which makes it very difficult to accidentally engage. The turbo mode can be engaged at any point by double tapping the flashlight button. And if you hold the power button down on the flashlight when it's already off, that'll kick you into the Firefly mode or the half lumen mode. Everything else, you simply hold down the power button once it's on, and it'll cycle through all the brightness settings. Overall, I find that the ThruNite TC20 is kind of the ultimate all-around-the-house light. I like the Firefly setting for when I'm kind of sneaking into bed and my wife's been asleep for an hour or two and I don't want her to wake up, or when I'm trying to go to the bathroom in the night, I don't want to stub my toe into the dresser. A little half lumen setting is just bright enough that I can see what I'm doing or read a map in the dark or whatnot, and I'm not going to disturb other people or ruin someone's night vision. Alternatively, the fact that it has incredibly high output at 3,800 lumens on the high setting is really nice, and the fact that the strobe setting is next to impossible to trigger. And that sounds like, well, that sounds like a criticism. It's actually not. I almost never want the strobe setting on a flashlight. Almost never. It completely ruins any semblance of night vision you might have, and provided that you do this on accident and it's in a low light environment, you're not doing it to disorient an attacker or an animal or some such, you've effectively given yourself a super bright, seizure-inducing beacon to attract everybody in a half mile to your location. Not the best thing in the world. Between that and the fact that it's fairly inexpensive at $89, and that runtime has been excellent on this. It's not incredible, but it's also not bad at all, and it's a rechargeable flashlight. It seems like a real winner. Additionally, before I go, they have a 20% off coupon code right now on their actual website, not on their Amazon site, where it's the coupon code is 20%, literally 20%. And before you guys accuse me of being a shill, I don't get a dime for this. They didn't pay me anything to review the flashlight, and I don't get any money for you guys buying from the website. But if you're gonna buy one of these, at least save yourself some good money. I think the perfect gift this thing would make would be as a stocking stuffer, as opposed to those crappy pen lights that run off either 1 or 2 AAA batteries you get at a pharmacy or from the Sharper Image. That they're neat, they're handy, but they suck and they're going to break in 6 months if you actually use them. And even if they don't, their light output is abysmal. Plus, if you actually end up giving someone a gift like this, or any really tactical rechargeable flashlight, they know you did at least the bare minimum amount of research and that you actually give a damn about them. Also, that code is valid from today until January 7th, 2019. Thanks, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification button for more burst reviews. It's a rechargeable flashlight. It just seems like it's a real winner. It's a good.